Hey, Connor, I don't know if you heard it, but Brock Heward had some tough criticisms for you on a local radio show yesterday, saying that your shoulder is making you not want to run, that you don't want to get hit, especially because of that, and that he says you're not a good practice player. You don't put enough focus and energy into that. What do you say about both of those criticisms?
Who?
Brock Heward,
Who's that?
Fox.
Who's that?
Yeah, it's Brock Heward, former NFL quarterback for Fox Sports.
I don't know who that is. Is that
That,
talking
yeah,
about?
network guy.
Oh, no. I mean, my shoulder's fine. I don't think as far as running the ball goes. Again, I mean, it's pretty obvious if you watch the game. If they make me hand the ball off, I have no choice but to hand the ball off. I don't know what as far as like I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to pull it and run into a defensive? I don't know. Like they're making me hand the ball, so that's what I have to do. Um, as far as practice goes, I don't know if they're even allowed at practice. So I don't really know what that means.
Hey, Kyler, with so little room for error the next couple of weeks, how are you kind of handling I guess, the pressure of that, and how does that affect your preparation?
I don't really feel any pressure. I just think, man, and I'm being serious when I say like we just got to go back to practice. We got to be better each and every day. We got to execute better. We got to pay more attention to details. Because I mean we're not far off. If you watch I mean obviously as bad as it felt in the first half, we lost the game by 10 points. Um, a lot of these games we're right there. It's just a couple things where things don't go our way, or we put pressure on ourselves. We make it harder than it has to be. But if we just simplify this game, it's pretty simple in itself. But at the same time, it's hard to execute at this level, obviously. But I'm not worried about the pressure or anything like that. Obviously, um, got 4 games left, and each game is crucial. And we know that. Everyone knows that. And we understand. It's a 1-0 mentality, and we gotta win.
Next up, Darren, Catherine, Richard.
Hey, Kyler. You were just talking about you can't worry too much about what's already happened. I'm curious. Cornerbacks always talk about like the next play mentality. If you get beat, you can't worry about that going forward. I'm wondering for you personally over the years, if things don't go well or you don't have a good play, have you always been good about moving on and not thinking too much about that as you move forward, trying to get better at whatever it is?
You said quarterbacks or cornerbacks?
Well, people say it about cornerbacks, but I mean, as a quarterback, do you kind of try and take that same mentality?
I mean, I think that quarterback and cornerback are two of the hardest positions to play on the field. So yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, you're gonna get beat. You're gonna throw interceptions. You're gonna get sacked. You're gonna miss throws. Like it's stuff like that's gonna happen. That's something that you've been prepping for your whole life playing the position. It's not just like, oh, this just happened now or last game. I don't know how to deal with it. I mean, I've dealt with it my whole life. I think every quarterback has dealt with it their whole life. So you just can't let like I can't I don't listen to outsiders or anybody that none of this affects me. I understand what's going to happen to inside those lines. Prepared for the worst. But I mean, I'm not tripping over it. With the good and the bad, I understand what's going to happen. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Hey, Kyler. Back when you were named a team captain, with so many of the other captains being just veteran guys, did you have conversations with any of those guys about what that means, how to go about things, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we talk all the time. It's not. Um, I don't really understand what are you asking me?
Just like if there was any advice they gave or anything like that about, having that formal title of a captain on top of already bringing leadership to a team.
Well, I mean, I just think being a captain, obviously, that holds weight. Everybody looks to you. You gotta be held accountable, held responsible for your actions and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't really, I don't really have too much else to say.
Hey, Kyler, kind of a two-parter here about Larry Fitzgerald. Just, how comforting is it? How valuable is it for you as a quarterback to have a guy like Larry Fitzgerald that has the best hands of football? And also, what goes through your mind when you see a guy like him that's been in the league for longer than half your life, come to work, come to practice, come to every game with such a positive attitude and such a passion, like it's the first time he's ever stepped on a football field?
I think first of all, I think it's huge to have him back out there. Just that feeling of comfort, knowing he's out there. Obviously the leadership he brings, and I think everybody else feels a lot more comfortable when he's out there too. So, I'm definitely glad to have him back out there. I know the guys are too.